away. Go on. Go on. Don't be afraid, Sophie. He's flown away.
You aren't feeling well, Papa. What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. I'll be fine.
I'll cool you off a little. Oh! Father, look! Look, it's a boat, look!
Oh, it's a boat, you're right.
Over here! Here we are!
Over here!
Over here!
Over here! Over here!
Look, they've seen us, Papa!
¡Madre de Dios!
Over here! Over here!
Head requested starboard, Captain! Back to starboard, immediately. Aye, aye.
Sir, Mr. De Reon, can you tell us where the boat was positioned when it sank, sir?
It was...
He is much too weak to talk, Captain.
Is the soup good?
Yes, it's nice and warm.
Can you tell me, Sophie, from which port it was you embarked?
Le Havre, I think.
Do you recall the ship's name?
Oh, yes, I do. It was La Sibylle. Mama embroidered the letter S on a handkerchief. It's here in my pocket. Look.
I'm very sorry, Sophie, but I must have additional information. It's very, very important. You see, other passengers might be as fortunate as you. What was La Sibylle's destination?
We were going to America, to Orleans.
You were going to New Orleans.
Yes, that's right.
How long were you adrift in the tub?
I'm not sure.
And how many nights did you spend in it?
2 or 3. But it could have been more than that. What are you doing, Papa?
Sending a telegram to Mademoiselle Fichini. Captain, would you be so kind as to send this telegram to Mademoiselle Fedora Fichini in New Orleans?
Take care of this message and see if the tickets for the De Reons have arrived.
Aye, aye, Captain.
What tickets, Papa?
Tickets to New Orleans, Sophie. Captain de la Vega has kindly procured passage for us. We'll leave in a few days' time. We'll sail up the Mississippi, my poor little child. From now on, we must depend on each other. You and I are going to show just how courageous we are. You've got to be brave.
She lost her mama.
Oh, tell Alfred to bring the carriage around.
Stop dawdling, Sophie. It's time to get on board.
Please don't make me get aboard. I'm terribly frightened of going on another boat.
Sophie, it will only be for an hour or two, and we'll be on a river this time, dear.
Papa, please, I don't want to go really. And besides, it's not a river. You can't see the other side. Please, can't we take a train?
I'm sorry, Sophie.
Do you want some? It's very good. Thank you. It is good. Fichini then?
I imagine it is. I can't tell. I've never met her, Sophie.
My friends, what a terrible tragedy. I cannot begin to tell you how sorry I am. My poor child, I understand the pain you feel. I felt the same when I lost my dear father. Why, you must be ill. Here, let me help you. Lean on my arm. Hurry, the door. The plantation, quickly. Calm down, Daphnis. Here we are. Please do go inside.
Papa, what's wrong?
Let me help you, sir. What a terrible ordeal. I'm going to send for Dr. Elliot right now. Don't just stand there gaping, Yvonne. Take Sophie inside.
Come with me, Miss Sophie. Yvonne has made you some good things to eat.
But I'm not very hungry and I would like to stay with my father.
But Miss Sophie, you have to eat. And you can't just stay out here or you'll start growing leaves on your head.
He's gone through a lot. His wife's death came as a terrible shock to him. He needs rest and lots of sleep.
Thank you so much, Dr. Elliot.
Is my father better? May I go in to see him?
No, Sophie, you may not see him.
I only want to give him a hug.
No, you must let your father sleep. He's very tired.
But he's moving. He's not asleep.
I said no, and I expect to be obeyed.
Why can't I see my father?
It's a pretty room, Miss Sophie. I wish I had a room like this to sleep in.
What's this?
It's for the swat them first.
The what?
Swat thems. You know, the
You mean the mosquitoes?
Yes, that's right. And do you know why we gave them that name? Because they bite if you don't swat them. And now, Miss Sophie, let's make you a little more comfortable.
Yvonne!
Don't be scared, darling. It's just the Wawa. He's saying good night.
But it's not a wawa, it's a great big ugly frog.
That's right. And do you know why we call it a Wawa? Because it goes wah, wah, wah.
It's a funny name.
Blow out that candle, Yvonne. You know how much I hate waste.
She's always complaining. She's never satisfied. It's Yvonne, don't do this, and Yvonne, don't do that. Always finding something wrong.
You're so nice and such fun to be with.
Let me tuck you in now.
Is this a new dress?
It's a present from Madame.
But it's so dark. It's so sad. I would have liked a brighter color.
When someone in a family passes away, it's the tradition to wear dark colors, Miss Sophie.
Mama, it's because she's dead. She was beautiful. My mother was beautiful. And she was a wonderful mother. It's not fair.
Go on, Miss Sophie. Go on and cry as much as you want to. It washes away the sadness you feel in your heart. What is it? What's wrong, darling? Oh, you ate a red pepper. You must never do that. It's too strong for you. Burns inside you. Have a little of Yvonne's gumbo. It'll take the burning away. It's good, isn't it? Go on, eat some more.
It's...
Sophie! What are you doing? You don't belong in here, and I do not want you eating at all hours. Go and get washed. You look frightful. And if I catch you acting familiar with Mr. Jan again, I'll dismiss you. Sophie's education does not include the likes of you. I am responsible for her now. Do you understand?
Papa, I've made a drawing for Miss Fichini. It's our chateau. I drew in all the windows.
That's very good, Sophie.
It isn't finished yet. I have to put in Paul and Mama. Oh, please forgive me, Papa. I didn't mean to upset you, but I miss our chateau so much. When can we go back to France?
I don't know, Sophie. I have so many things to attend to.
Your attorney, Mr. de Ferrac, is waiting in the sitting room, sir, to sign the acts of succession with you.
This is for you, Miss Fedora. It's our chateau in France.
Oh, very nice. Thank you so much, Sophie. I must go now.
Have a wonderful birthday. 9 years old already. You're a big girl now.
Here, Sophie. This is for you.
Thank you, Miss Fedora. What a pretty dress. But don't I have to wear dark clothing?
No, Sophie. For a year now, you have been in mourning, and your father thinks that's long enough. And now, you may give me a kiss.
Thank you. Thank you, Papa.
You've been a very brave girl since the day of that terrible shipwreck. I'm very proud of you.
Yvonne, I want you to try on the new dress with your help.
Come along, Miss Sophie. Let's see how you look in your new dress.
Oh, don't go. Please stay. Tell me, what's your name? Sophie. And you are?
Name's Jim. I'm Jim. Ow!
Oh! No, Jim! Wait for me, don't go!
I'll come back tomorrow!
You made him go, naughty dog. His name is Jim. He seems very nice. He had lots of crayfish hanging from his arms and legs. They're a lot bigger than the ones at home.
You can get in trouble like that. He's from the other side of the tracks, and so be careful. Madame Fedora's not going to be happy if she finds out.
But what's wrong with talking to him?
Oh, the world is made that way. A barefoot boy and a mademoiselle from France shouldn't mix.
But there must be a reason. I don't understand, Yvonne.
It's time to sleep now.
I don't care. Tomorrow I'm going to the river to see Jim. Here, this knife will make it easier.
Here, I finished.
No, you can have it. It's yours to keep. It's a gift for you. My turn. There, take that. Jim? Jim? Where are you? Jim? Good morning, ma'am. Is Jim here? Can he come out and play?
He's not here. Madden don't want you playing with him. Take this back and don't come here again.
But...
Don't come back, you hear?
Yvonne! Yvonne! I can't see Jim anymore. His mother threw me out when Fedora gave the order.
Yes, I know, Miss Sophie. You should never have talked to him.
But why not? We didn't do anything bad.
I know, but when Madame Fedora gets an idea in her head, it stays right there.
I don't care. Jim is my friend, and she won't stop me from seeing him. I really like Jim. Paul would have liked him too, and I miss Paul so much. Paul was my cousin, Yvonne. He lived with us at the chateau. Even when I was naughty, he always took my side. We had lots of fun together. Now I'll never see him again. It makes me so sad to think about it.
Don't cry, Miss Sophie. You're making me sad, too. I knew a nice little black girl once upon a time. She was 3. Her papa, her mama, and her 5 brothers went to work in the cotton fields every day. The little girl slept in a basket at the edge of the field. One day, her papa, mama, and her 5 brothers were all sold to another master, and the black child never saw them again.
Yvonne, do you know what became of the little girl?
Now she looks after an adorable little French girl.
You were that little 3-year-old child? But how could anyone sell them?
Because it was that way for a long time. Hush, little darling, don't say a word. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird.
Another one of your stupid songs.
Mademoiselle Fedora, why did you forbid Jim to play with me?
It's obvious, young lady, that our social rank does not permit such acquaintances. I made my decision for your own good.
Why are you so nasty? You're mean. That's why you did it.
I will not put up much longer with your tantrums. Your father may be too weak to control you, but I'm not. Go now.
Papa, could you read Lambert's letter?
You know it by heart, Sophie. I've read it to you so many times.
Just once more.
Dear Sir, I was deeply touched by your terrible tragedy. Madame was such a good person. I hope that you are well and that Miss Sophie's pain is at least bearable. The chateau is so empty now, and it is with a heavy heart that we go about our daily tasks. As you requested in your letter, I shall now tell you all the news of Rayon.
The mare has given birth to a
lovely little foal. The pear trees have borne excellent fruit. Madame Louchet picks more than 6 pounds each day.
Sophie, Paul, time for tea.
Come along, Miss Sophie. It's high time you went to sleep.
Will you come and tuck me in?
Of course, dear. I'll be right up.
Don't close the door, Yvonne. Papa is coming.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Yvonne.
You're all alone now, aren't you? Mama and Paul have left you. What are you going to do without them?
Sophie?
Jim! Shh! Oh, it's lovely, Jim. Shall we try it out?
Madame Fedora.
I don't care about her, Jim. We have the right to play together, so there.
Sophie!
It's my father. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
What are you doing here, Sophie? I heard you talking. Were you talking to yourself?
No. I was singing, that's all.
Ah, I'm glad you're beginning to like it here. I have something very important to tell you, Sophie. Darling, I know how much you miss your mother, but I also know someone who can look after you in the same manner that your mother did. Mademoiselle Fedora is very fond of you. As a young child, she was all alone, like you, until Mr Fichini took her in. He raised her as his own daughter, and I'm certain that she will take very good care of you and love you as your mother did.
Are you going to marry her?
Yes, Sophie, I am. And then after I've attended to everything here in America, we shall return to France.
Oh, that's wonderful, Papa. I can't wait to see the house once more and Camille and Madeleine. Papa, I'm really so glad. And I want a beautiful dress for the wedding. All right, Papa? Pink. Or perhaps blue. I know, a pretty blue with lots of yellow ribbons.
You may choose it yourself. You're a big girl now.